Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me. If you're new here, welcome. Come for the finance and stay for the occasional life update. Today we are going to talk about how to automate your savings. I've mentioned before that I think having an emergency fund is super important. I have a separate video talking all about my emergency fund, but today I want to talk about more of those long-term savings goals, like saving for a house or saving for retirement, things like that. And how can you automate your savings to reach those big goals? Now, the most important step to automating your savings is setting up a way for money to be transferred from your checking account into your savings account. This doesn't have to be between two different banks. You can set this up with one bank. If you have a checking account with them, and then you open up a new savings account with that same bank, you can set up automatic transfers. And if you do decide to do this, I would highly recommend calling your bank first. Sometimes you need to set it up over the phone because you can't do it online. So when setting up these automatic transfers, there are a few different strategies you can use. The first strategy is to transfer a fixed amount every single month. So let's say $50 on the first of every month. Transfer $50 from your checking account to your savings account. That's one strategy. The second strategy is transferring a variable amount. And what that means is that instead of transferring a fixed amount every single month, you want to look at your checking account at the end of the month and see how much money you have left over. Let's say after your bills are paid and you know you have money left over, you can automate that. So at the end of every single month, whatever the balance is in your checking account, transfer 20% of that into your savings account. And then the third strategy is transferring a fixed percentage. So this is my personal favorite. Every month, look at your paycheck and then automatically transfer 20% of that into your savings account. Now, once you've decided on your strategy and you've figured out how much you want to save each month, the next thing you need to do is actually schedule the transfer. Now, depending on the bank that you have, some banks allow you to do this online. I actually prefer to do it online because then I never forget and I don't need to call off work or anything like that. Or you can schedule it with your bank over the phone by calling them. Like I said earlier, sometimes you need to set up that automatic transfer over the phone. But whichever option you choose, make sure you schedule that automatic transfer at the beginning of the month so that you don't forget and you don't miss any months. Now, once your automatic transfer is set up and you're on your way to reaching your savings goal, it's really important to monitor your progress. So you can do this in a couple of ways. The first way is through your online banking. Most banks allow you to go online or even on their app, log in and see how much money you have in your savings account. And you can also see the transaction. You can see the transfer that happened at the beginning of the month. So that's one way to monitor your progress. The second way is just good old-fashioned pen and paper. When you get your statement at the end of the month, write down how much money you saved that month. Then, at the end of the year, add up your totals and see how much you saved overall. And the third way to monitor your progress is through a spreadsheet. This is my personal favorite. You can put in how much money you want to save in a certain amount of time. You can also put in how much money you saved each month. And then you can see your progress on a monthly basis as well as a yearly basis. And along with monitoring your progress, you also want to make sure you're staying on track to reach your savings goal. To do this, you'll need to know how much money you have right now, what your savings goal is, and then how much time you have to reach that savings goal. Once you know those three things, you can plug them into this formula here. And what this will tell you is how much money you need to save each month to reach your goal by your deadline. For example, if you have $1,000 in savings right now, your goal is to have $10,000 in savings, and you have 5 years to reach that goal. Then you need to save $1,600 each month to reach your goal. Now, keep in mind, this is just an example. I'm assuming you're not getting any interest on your savings. So, if you are getting interest on your savings, then you need to save a little bit less each month because you'll actually have more money at the end of the 5 years. If you're finding yourself behind on your savings goals, there are a couple of options that you can choose from. The first thing you can do is save more money each month. We already talked about this formula earlier. And this will show you how much money you need to save each month to reach your goal. And if you're saving more money each month, you'll reach your goal faster. The second thing you can do is earn more money. If you're earning more money, then you can save more money. So, if you ask for a raise at work or take on a side hustle or something like that, that extra money can go straight into your savings account. And the third option you have is extend your timeline. So if you're far behind on your savings goal, you can extend the timeline. Let's say you were saving up for a house, and you wanted to buy a house in 5 years. Well, you can push that timeline back to 10 years, which will cut your monthly savings in half. The final step to automating your savings is being patient. Saving for a house, saving for retirement, these are long-term goals that will take time to reach. It's really easy to look at your progress and feel discouraged. So, it's important to be patient and remember that you're working towards a future goal. If you're saving for a house, buying a house is a huge milestone, so it's worth saving for. And if you're saving for retirement, you're investing in your future self. You're giving your future self the ability to not have to worry about money when they retire. So it's really important to be patient and trust the process. That's it for me today. Spores. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some tips on how to automate your savings. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe, and comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!